guys, so today's video is kind of fun and kind of unique and kind of a little bit different than anything that I've ever done. So I wanted to do a tutorial based on Sophia London, one of our characters in our novel that's coming out September 4th, Beneath the Glitter. Sophia is the older blonde sister of the two sisters. The novel is loosely based on mine and Blair's life. So Sophia is mostly based on me, but Blair and I wrote a little bit of both of us into the characters, and a lot of the stuff that happens in the book is completely made up because it is a novel, it is fiction. I wanted to just create a look a little bit based on Sophia and also use the Sophia Lip Gloss from Skylark. Skylark is Blair and my makeup line that's coming out in the fall as well, and the first two products that we're launching with are the Sophia and Ava lip glosses based off of Sophia and Ava in the book. So Sophia is a berry color, and I thought with this I could do a little bit of kind of like a back to fall look a little bit. I use matte colors on the lid with a little bit of a shimmery highlight color and a berry colored lip, as you can see, which is the Sophia. Now we have kind of worked with samples in the past. Blair and I have been wearing Ava and Sophia in sample form for a while now, but I finally got the final packaging and I was so excited that I could finally use it in a video and show you guys the color and the consistency. Also, I just did a reading on my second channel, so if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about Beneath the Glitter, I read like a little part of the book, so I will link that in the bottom bar, the information box below this video. If you guys want to know a little bit more about Sophia and Ava London, a little bit more about the novel, I kind of talk a little bit more about the book. Well, I did like a whole video on the book, so I just posted that yesterday, so I'll link it below. Brand new video. Oh, this is exciting. So I'm allowed to talk about this now, so I thought I'd do it like in this intro. So, you know, we've talked to you guys about Skylark, we've talked to you guys about Sophia and Ava, the first lip glosses we're going to release, but now I can announce the next thing we're going to release. We are working on a holiday palette and a holiday collection of nail polish colors, and the fun thing is we want to be very connected to you guys while we're designing this line. So while we work on formulas, we want you guys to work on the names. We want you guys to name all of the colors in the palette and all of the nail polish colors for the holiday collection. So teenvogue.com is doing a contest where they're going to have all the names, and you guys can vote on the names of the shadows and the nail polish colors, and those are going to be the names. So you guys can feel a little bit, you know, involved in the process and kind of own a piece of it in a way. You know what I mean? Like kind of feel like you helped design it. So we'll kind of be working on the formulas and making sure everything's perfect, and we'll give you guys a description of the colors, and then you guys can help pick the names for everything. And we've been working on that for a while, and it's really fun. Nail polish is especially tricky because you have to get the formula right, but you also have to get the brush right. So it's a very tricky, you don't think about those things until you're actually formulating lines. So I will link the Teen Vogue contest below so you guys can vote on the names that you'd like for these colors. And the holiday palette and the nail polishes will be available exclusively on blush.com, and there's also already a pre-order link for the lip glosses on blush.com, so I will link that below as well. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think that this eyeliner is a little bit more of a cat eye than this eyeliner, so I need to fix that because it's making this eye look like it's a different shape. I'm gonna fix that right now. Right now. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little bit of Still Life paint from MAC as a base, just a little bit on my ring finger, and I'm going to put this all over my lid, and this is a really pretty shimmery color. So this is going to give a good base because I'm using a lot of matte MAC eyeshadows today for this look, so it's going to look really pretty over this shimmery base, and it's also going to work double as my highlight color. Next, I'm going to use the color Brulee with my 239 brush, and this is a really nice flesh-toned matte color. So if you have a different skin tone than me, just try to pick a color that is similar to the shade of your skin, because this is just going to give a really natural matte look. And I'm going to put this all over my lid, over where I put that Still Life. Next, I'm going to just flip my brush to the other side and use the color Moleskin, which is a slightly darker matte shade as well. So I'll show you guys the two side by side. Now, Moleskin I think was a limited edition color, but you could use the color Kid, which is in the permanent line. So this is Brulee and this is Moleskin. And like I said, there's lots of different matte colors that you could use instead of this one if you don't have this one. This is the one I have, so I'm just putting a little bit on the other side of my MAC 239, and I'm just going to place this on the outer edges and then a little bit in the crease to kind of start defining that crease area. So I'm just going to put it on my outer corner And then kind of going a little bit in the crease and then also the inner corner. So that it kind of like surrounds the brulee in the center so that the lightest part of your lid is right on like the fullest part of your eyeball. Eyeball. That's like such a funny word. Oh my goodness. Okay. So just making sure that that's even. I'm going to pop just a little bit more brulee right in the center just to kind of brighten it up because it kind of got a little bit too dark from the Moleskin. Next I'm going to use 2 more MAC matte eyeshadows. I'm going to combine 2 colors to get my crease color. So I'm using the color Wedge and the color Brown Down. And Brown Down has a little bit of a red tone, so it's really going to bring out if you have lighter eyes, blue or green eyes. But you could also use Espresso. MAC has a few other matte eyeshadows that you could use instead. I'm going to combine these to get a shade that's somewhat in the middle of these 2 colors. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to use my 222 brush from MAC, which is a little bit skinnier and longer and not quite as fluffy as the 224. So this one, I'm not really blending out the look as much. I kind of want to keep the crease color more right in the crease, so that's why I picked this brush. So I'm going to take Wedge first, and I'm going to swirl my brush like that. Tap it off, and then I'm going to get just the tiniest bit of Brown Down. I'm literally just going to tap it a few times and tap it off. And then I'm going to place this in my outer corner, making small circular motions, holding my brush far back on the brush. And after I have most of that color placed, I'm going to start pulling it in the crease. And because you already put that Moleskin color or that middle toned matte color in the crease, it's going to make blending this a lot easier than if you just had the lid color and then tried to go straight to a super dark color. It's just going to make it a little bit easier for the colors to transition. I'm going to add a little bit more Brown Down just to even out the 2 eyes because this one's a little bit darker. So again, just adding a little bit more to my brush, and without mixing in the Wedge this time. Is this Wedge? Yeah. I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more of this dark color to this outer crease. So this is Black Track Fluid Line from MAC. It's a gel liner, and I'm using the MAC 266 brush for this, which is just, you know, an angled brush. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a winged look for this. So whenever I put gel liner on my brush, I kind of like flatten out the edges. I was taught that by someone once, and it really works because it gets the brush like really like precise and flat. Kind of works out. Okay, so I'm just putting this close to my lashes, using my pinky on my finger as support. Or my pinky on my face as support. I'm just like mixing all my words up. Then I'm going to use a little bit of a black mascara. Now I do have some individual falsies on my outer half of my lids that I just had on already. So you could do that last, you can do it before, just whatever's easier, or you can just go bare lashed for this. But I kind of like having a little bit on the outer edge. It just kind of feels a little bit more cat eye-like and just a little bit more flirty without going fake lashes all the way across and then kind of having like, you know, it being like overpowering. So that's it for the eyes. For my face, I'm going to start off with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzing Powder. This actually has real cocoa in it and it smells really good. It smells like chocolate. And this is the lighter one. They also have just a plain chocolate, or it might be dark chocolate, but this is the lighter one, the milk chocolate. And I'm just using a big fluffy powder brush. I'm going to get a little bit on this, and I'm just going to go kind of around the edges of my face. You can also do like a little bit of contouring on like your lower cheeks. I'm so zoomed in because you guys have requested that I do videos kind of more zoomed in, that I feel like I'm like, I don't know. But I do miss doing tutorials on this camera because it's like all autofocus, which is really easy for me compared to my other camera where I like couldn't move and it wouldn't focus, and I probably will still film on that camera, but this one's a lot easier. Alright, then for my cheek color, I'm going to use my NARS Douceur blush, and I like this in particular when I'm doing like a berry or a red lip because it doesn't clash with it. So if you use something that's too pink or too peach, it will be kind of like a little bit clown looking, so that's why I like this one. And I'm using my blush brush, and I'm going to apply this kind of a little bit further back on my cheeks, right on the top of my cheekbones. And then for a highlight color, I'm going to use my Too Faced Candlelight Glow. This is really cool. It has like a pink and a kind of pearly white side to it. So I'm going to use my Laura Mercier fan brush, and I'm just going to use the pearly side. So that side. And I'm going to apply this on the tops of my cheekbones. And then I'm going to also apply a little bit right down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin. This is called the Cativa Liner in Nude. I might be mispronouncing that. I got this from blush.com, and I'm going to use this to line my lips, but I'm also going to fill in a little bit of my lips with this liner. So actually, I'm going to like zoom you guys out a little bit. So as you can see, I've done kind of a thicker line. I haven't just done like the outer edge of my lips. I've kind of blended it in a little bit more. And then for my favorite part of this entire look, not that I'm biased or anything, this is the Sophia Skylark Lip Gloss. Skylark is the makeup line that Blair and I are releasing in the fall. I'm going to put a link below where you guys can sign up your email address, and they will notify you when Skylark is available for purchase or for pre-order. And these are going to be like the first products that we come out with. So I'm really excited, and I just wanted to show it in a tutorial. I finally got the final packaging just to show you guys, you know, how it applies and the pigmentation and all of that stuff. So it has a brush tip applicator. So that's it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you check out the links below for everything that I've talked about in this video. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.